everyone, it's CL. So for today, I wanted to share my top 3 books on my soon-to-be read list. I'm about halfway done with the book that I'm currently working on. So these 3 books are next in line at the top of the list of books that I want to make a priority to read. So these 3 books are in order of which one I want to read first. But since it is the holidays, I might read 2 books at once because I will have some time off. So the first book is nonfiction and it's called The FBI Way. I actually stumbled upon this nonfiction section. Every book that I picked up in this section seems so interesting and intriguing. Like, I took pictures of a few of the ones that I want to get next. So since I was finding so many, I end up taking pictures of the books that I want to eventually get, but don't want to get right now just because I already have like a handful that I need to get through, but it's definitely on my list. But now that I'm thinking about it, I should check out Barnes & Noble again because since my store's closing, they have everything on deep discount, so I might go back just to check if they like lowered their price drastically, because if so, then it would be worth picking up before the store eventually closes. But back to this book, The FBI Way. What intrigued me about this book is, and I can't pronounce the author's name. His name is, let me see if I can zoom in, Frank Figliuzzi? I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Figliuzzi reveals how the Bureau achieves its extraordinary track record of excellence from training of new recruits to the Bureau's rigorous maintenance of its standards up and down the organization. It talks about strong codes of conduct, how it preserves their values. Figliuzzi's role in the FBI gave him unique opportunity to study patterns of conduct among high-achieving, ethical individuals and draw conclusions about why, when, and how good people sometimes do bad things. Oh, that sounds so interesting. Now, believe it or not, I actually, at one point in my life, applied for both the FBI and CIA. Anyone can apply. They just have like, just like any other company, they have a career website where you can submit your application. Of course, at that time, I had 0 experience in anything, but I think I applied to be like a secretary, like a very low-level, low-paying secretary. But of course, no, I never got a call back. I never got an acknowledgement, but believe it or not, anyone can apply. One thing I noticed when I picked up this book that kind of made an error, they put 2 dust covers. Maybe that's on purpose. This is the public view of the dust cover. This is the covert view of the dust cover. Coincidence? I think not. So the next book on my list is this book called Son of the Storm. There's a bug on my light. One moment. I can't focus when there's a bug because I'm afraid. So I'll be right back. Alright, so back to the book. I lately have been craving science fiction and fantasy. I think it's because I really haven't read either in quite a long time. So I'm going to read a little snippet from the back. In the city of Bassa, Danso is a clever scholar on the cusp of achieving greatness. Only he doesn't want it. Instead, he prefers to chase forbidden stories about what lies outside the city walls. The Bassa elite claim there is nothing of interest. The city's immigrants are sworn to secrecy. A little bit of a chunky book, but looking forward to reading this. And the next book is science fiction, The Cruel Stars. The quote on the back says, "This jarring, engrossing story of a species-wide fight for survival is recommended for all science fiction readers." So that little blurb definitely has my interest. The Sturm, a group claiming to be a master race of true humans, were defeated and driven into dark space centuries ago. But with a massive and brutal attack, they have returned. Now facing annihilation or enslavement, humanity places its trust in a few brave souls who survived the first crippling blow, a young, insecure commander of the only surviving warship, a disgraced soldier condemned to death for treason, a little princess, the last of her line, an infamous pirate who must choose between love, profit, and revenge, a 700-year-old hero who just wants to be left alone. This band of rogues, villains, and reluctant champions must defeat a relentless enemy and at near impossible odds. But first, they must prevail against their greatest foe, themselves. Sounds super interesting. So those are the top 3 books on my reading list. So I'm hoping since it's the holidays, I'll be able to get a lot of reading done. It's been quite a while since I've had like a handful of consecutive days where I didn't have to do anything and I can just do whatever I want. Since it's the Christmas holiday and a lot of people are just away, I don't have to do anything, so I'm super excited. I'm kind of getting a little bit hyped for reading during this holiday break, and I might end up making a reading schedule for the last couple weeks of the year just to get some reading in before the new year, because with the new year it's gonna be busy, so now's my chance to catch up on some reading. But if I do make a reading schedule, I'll share it in another video. But that's it for today. I'm looking forward to reading these 3 books, and I'll continue to keep you updated on how my reading goes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.